The most important thing at this point in our history is to support the nurturing and retention of human capital, especially against the backdrop of AI. That is the only way that we as a nation, that we as a region, will be able to properly capitalize on this amazing era, this amazing technology, to lift ourselves in spite of the impediments above and beyond. All protocols being observed, greetings everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Quite an introduction, Nick. Thank you so much. So I wear two hats today, interestingly enough, given the theme of the entire conference. And of this conference, thank you Camille's Academy and Nick and Camille for creating such value for us here. Hopefully this is the first of many amazing forums like this that we can continue to share information that would enrich our lives, empower us as individuals with our naturally occurring talent that we have in this country, that we know so well. So amazing work, I have to say that. But I wear two hats today. The first hat is as an AI practitioner. So my firm has been practicing AI for the past 5 and odd years in Guyana. So ever since 2018, we were able to connect with a collaborator in Michigan, and we were able to transfer that knowledge, and we were able to build our first AI, conversational AI team in the country, in Guyana, that delivered value at that time to the first world, because that's where the market really was. But things are changing now. So that's the first hat as an AI practitioner. The second hat, as Nick pointed out, is as an educator. So I'll be speaking briefly about the two particular perspectives, and then there's an intersection with these two perspectives, AI and education, that I'd like to share with you. And I'll be as concise as I possibly can. So leading into the hat with the AI practitioner hat, how many of you would like to chat with Guyanese AI right now? Yeah. So let me share this with you. She's been out in beta for a while. Her name is Iris, and you can add her to WhatsApp. It's 706-1088. 592-706-1088. You can chat with her. She can tell you all about Guyana. Just last night, I was asking her, could you tell my son Guyanese bedtime story? You can send her voice notes, and she'll send you voice notes right back. You can chat with her. Folks have been using her to create speeches on the fly. I didn't do that today. I'm off the cuff. So other individuals have been using Iris, kids have been using Iris to help with their homework. So we have big plans with Iris as we go forth to make her smarter and make her more capable to bring you the news, summarize news, and then over time, she'll hopefully with enough information be able to predict future events. That's what we're thinking of. So you can chat with her 706-1088 on WhatsApp as we stand right now. And Iris is just one of many AIs that we've been building over the past year. I believe there are individuals in this room who are beneficiaries of our AI enablement push. And we've been building AIs for your company as well, thankfully through the funding of IDB Lab. So we work with SMEs as well as members of the government. So a couple of AIs are out right now. The Competition and Consumer Affairs Association have their AI built on our technology. His name is Damien. He's on WhatsApp as well. And then there's Jesse. The Ministry of Finance, the diaspora unit, is powering Jesse at the moment. So that's as much as I'd like to share with you on the AI front. So I'll take my AI cap off because you're going to hear tons more. You've already heard about AI. But I'd like to focus on, we're putting on my educator's cap. I'd like to focus on education in particular right now. And between the household and the classroom, educators and those in the family units raise an entire nation. And I'd like you to acknowledge how profound that is. Between the household and the classroom, an entire nation is raised. Right? So there is a far-reaching impact when it comes to recognizing how much educators do for our society. So I'd like right now to acknowledge every single teacher in the room, every single educator. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for the mentorship over the years. I think I'm speaking firsthand, so I've been teaching for 13 years, so I understand. Educators are a unique breed of individual.
Yes.
Because the reinforcements and the motivations and the awards have to come from within, unfortunately. Most of them have to come from within. Hopefully we'll enter into a society where educators are recognized and compensated more for what they do and how much impact they make on society. Right? So I'd just like to mention that. The other aspect is, and I'll give you an example actually. So I stand before you as an educator for 13 odd years. I taught at the University of Guyana. This single individual has taught about 80% of the current faculty of the Department of Computer Science. This person has also taught 50% of the tech entrepreneurs in this country. I've also taught high-ranking members of the military and members of government. One person. Educators need to be recognized more for the impact that they make.
Yeah.
We operate out of the love for what we do behind the scenes, and it's okay. But hopefully the world will take notice and things will start to change. The empowering thing about this era, as we now witness it, is that AI has now finally outpaced human imagination. It's a profound thing. That's another perspective I'd like to share with you. Think about it. We're trying to keep up with all of the various things that we can actually do with AI right now, aren't we? These models are so capable, we're still scratching our heads. How else can we apply it? How else can we combine it to increase productivity, to optimize our lives? We haven't really figured that out yet. And it's an amazing time here. Now, I present that because we need to ensure that we're focusing on the right things at this juncture. Nationally, regionally, the most important thing at this point in our history is to support the nurturing and retention of human capital. Especially against the backdrop of AI. That is the only way that we as a nation, that we as a region, will be able to properly capitalize on this amazing era, this amazing technology, to lift ourselves in spite of the impediments above and beyond. So I'd like us to recognize how important educators are for this particular task. How important it is that governments understand that educators, combined with amazing technology, can completely transform the future. And when you think about it, looking at how a nation is raised and the influence that educators have on the future, and they say that, children are the future. If children are the future, then educators directly influence our future. So this is another perspective that I'd like to share with you. And in closing, pretty brief, in closing, what I envision happening out of forums like these, perspectives that are shared in forums like these, is an awareness of how important it is to support those that build an entire nation. To ensure that as a nation, in order to really capitalize on technology, we must look forward to not only training our youth, but retaining our youth. And in so doing, the technology ecosystems that are local to every single nation need to be given focus. Because those ecosystems create the jobs, create the environments for innovation, the environments which activate the naturally occurring talent that we have. And without those, without the nurturing and the retention of human capital, we can plan from now till we're blue in the face about how great AI can possibly be, but we'll never be able to lift off the ground those plans without the people behind them. Thank you very much.